A client asked how to make changes to a PDF, not one by one, but many. I've made a PDF to demonstrate. This is just mock pages, numbered, to make clear the results when we're done. The job is saddle stitch, 36 pages of text plus cover, adding another 4 pages. So it's 40 pages total, and set up as you'd expect for a self-cover. Cover and inside first, then the text, and last, the back cover pages. Problem is, the job isn't actually a self-cover. The cover prints on different stock. So the workflow for the digital press wants the cover pages together at the start to make it a single 4-page signature. So we need pages 39 and 40 moved so they're after pages 1 and 2. Not a big deal. Drag the pages to reorder them. Except my client gets 50 to 150 of these a day. Doing it manually is not going to work. Here's the solution. Make an Acrobat action. First, make sure your Tools pane is showing. If not, go to the View menu, Show Hide, and select Tools pane. If you don't have Action Wizard in your tools, click the Tools tab. Scroll down a bit to the section Customize. Under Action Wizard, click Add. And it's added to your tool panes on the right. Any of these tools you can drag to reorder them. I like mine alphabetical, so I've put Action Wizard at the top. We're done in the Tools tab, so go back to the PDF. In the Tools pane on the right, click Action Wizard. The Tools pane is replaced by the Actions list. Along the top are choices to work with actions. Click New Action. On the left, click More Tools. Choose Execute JavaScript. Then click the plus and arrow to add it to your action. On the right, click Specify Settings. A window opens with Put Script Title Here. Select and remove that. Enter these 2 lines. This dot move page, parentheses, this dot num pages -2, comma, 1, end parentheses, semicolon. Second line, this dot move page, parentheses, this dot num pages -1, comma, 2, end parentheses, semicolon. I'll explain what this means later in the video for those who want to know. For now, click OK to close the JavaScript window. Uncheck Prompt User. That's not necessary. On the left, choose Save and Export. Select Save and click the plus and arrow to add it. Click Specify Settings. Enable Add to Original File Names. In the input Insert After, enter an underscore, then Cover United, or any other suffix you prefer. For output format, leave it as Adobe PDF. Click OK. Click Save and give the action a name. I'll use Unite Cover Pages. Click Save. Now give it a try. In Action Wizard, choose Unite Cover Pages. Click Start. And there it is. Now for the good part. I have a folder full of many PDFs. They're all the same PDF, duplicated for this demonstration. In Acrobat, go to Action Wizard. Choose Unite Cover Pages. Click Add Files and select the files. Then click Start, and Acrobat gets to work. When done, there are the altered PDFs. But let's suppose you'd rather save over the originals instead of making new files. Go back to Action Wizard, Manage Actions. Choose the action and click the button Edit. Click the step Save, then Specify Settings. choose the radio button Keep Original File Names instead. Save that and try it again. And the original PDFs are altered, no new files. Now, for those who like to know how the JavaScript works, I have more. But if you don't care and just want to use the solution, I've exported the action and made a download. See the link in the description. Once downloaded, get back to Manage Actions and click the button Import. Navigate to the download and click Open. There's a warning because the action includes JavaScript. It's okay. Click Import, and it's added to Action Wizard. Now, for the advanced part. Back at the JavaScript editor window, I'll break down what these two lines do. Armed with this knowledge, you can devise other page arranging solutions. In JavaScript for Acrobat, this refers to the document, which has a method called movePage. The method wants two values. First, the page to move. Then, the page prior to where you want it. In other words, the page to put it after. But one important thing to know if you don't already. For computers, any collection of things, like pages, are zero-indexed, meaning counting them begins at 0, not 1 like us humans do. So what we think of as page 1, the first page, to a computer is number 0. So, keeping that in mind, the first line moves a page equal to the number of pages, which is 40, minus 2. 38. That's the index for page 39, the inside back cover. The second value is where to move it. After index 1, the index for page 2. The second line moves a page equal to the number of pages, still 40, minus 1. 39, the index for page 40, the back cover. And move it to after index 2, page 3, the one we just moved last. That puts pages 39 and 40 after pages 1 and 2. Clear as mud? It can be confusing. There's always the download of the finished action. See the link in the description. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe so you're notified of future videos. Also, leave a comment. I always like to hear from you. All feedback is welcome. There are plenty of other tutorials. Click the video or playlist on screen for more. Thank you for watching.